A confident wrong answer is more dangerous than I don't know because the agent acts on it. Welcome to AI Tech Book. Today, handling uncertainty, why a confident wrong answer is your costliest failure, and how to teach an agent when to say, I don't know, and hand off. Should an agent always have an answer? The tempting yes hides the costliest failure of all. An agent that always answers will sometimes be confidently wrong. And because it acts on its own output, that mistake doesn't just sit there, it propagates. An agent that recognizes it's unsure and says so is, on that turn, safer than one that guesses. That's the reframe. Recognizing and acting on your own uncertainty is a safety property, not a weakness. The costliest output isn't I don't know. It's a confident wrong answer. So make I don't know a first-class output. Why is the wrong answer so much more expensive? Look at the 3 buckets. Every answer an agent gives lands in one of 3 buckets. Correct, incorrect, a hallucination, or an admission of uncertainty, where the model says it doesn't know instead of giving a wrong answer. The hallucination bucket is the one that hurts. Here's why. A confident wrong answer reads exactly like a correct one. Same crisp tone, same certainty. Right up until it's too late. An admission of uncertainty is a worse feeling answer, but a far better outcome. So the goal isn't to fill every question with a guess. It's to move answers out of the hallucination bucket. What instinct moves them? The instinct is simple to name: pause, rather than assume. Anthropic builds training scenarios that place the model in ambiguous situations and then reinforces its choice to pause instead of charging ahead on an assumption. The behavior it rewards favor raising a concern, seeking clarification, or declining to proceed over acting on a guess. And that's the key shift. Pausing on ambiguity isn't a fallback the agent reaches for when it fails. It's the trained behavior. You reward the pause. You do not reward the confident guess. But pause and do what ask you, or work it out alone. It depends on the gap. Not every gap is yours to answer. An agent will constantly hit things its plan didn't cover. Many of them, it can resolve itself, research the information it needs, look up the missing fact, reread the doc. But others are different. They're questions of preference or intent that only the user can settle. So, split them. Spend the agent's autonomy on the first kind, the facts it can go find, and escalate the second kind. Because guessing the user's intent is just a confident wrong answer wearing a helpful face. Research the facts you can find, escalate the preference only the human holds. So what exactly trips an escalation? 4 signals say, stop and check in. The agent should pause when it's uncertain and when it's about to make a mistake. Those are the soft signals, the model's own judgment. On top of them, the harness encodes hard rules, flag anything over $100, never submit an expense without user confirmation. See the split? Uncertainty and about to err are judgment calls. But the sensitive, the irreversible, the expensive, those you don't leave to judgment. You hard code them into the harness, so the stop fires every time, regardless of how confident the model feels. But won't it then stop on everything? That's the real tension. Pause too often, and the agent nags and never finishes. Pause too rarely, and it barrels into confident mistakes. The entire design goal is striking the right balance between pausing too often and not often enough. Not maximum caution, not maximum autonomy. The calibrated middle. So you tune the threshold, you don't pin it to either end. And what catches it when that calibration slips? Judgment can slip. So the loop carries a hard stop that doesn't depend on judgment. An agent runs a self-directed loop, plan, act, observe, repeat, until the task is done, or it needs to check in with a human. But autonomy compounds errors, so you add stopping conditions, a maximum number of iterations, and a denial backstop. Concretely, here's one. If a session accumulates 3 consecutive denials, or 20 total, you stop the model and escalate to the human. That's a backstop against an agent that's compromised or just overeager. And the point is, it's mechanical. It fires whether or not the model ever felt uncertain. Pair train judgment with a hard stop you don't have to trust. So where do teams get this wrong? 4 traps. Each one ships the confident wrong answer. 1. Reward confident answers and punish I don't know. Do that, and you train the model to hallucinate rather than admit. 2. Never escalate. So the agent guesses the user's intent and acts on it. 3. Escalate everything. Now it nags, never finishes, and gets switched off. 4. Train judgment with no mechanical stop, 1 runaway loop, and nothing catches it. Every trap either suppresses the pause or removes the backstop. Make I don't know safe to say, escalate intent, calibrate the rate, and keep the hard stop. So the answer, how do you handle uncertainty? Make I don't know a first-class output. Train the agent to pause over assume. Escalate the questions only the human can settle, while it resolves the facts it can. And back that trained judgment with a mechanical stop, so an overeager agent can't run away. A confident wrong answer is the costliest output an agent can give. The whole thing, one screen. A confident wrong answer is the costliest output. Train the agent to pause, not assume. Self-resolve the facts it can find. Escalate the intent only you can settle. Pause on the soft signals, hard code the irreversible. And keep a mechanical backstop that stops a runaway loop. A confident wrong answer is the costliest output. Make I don't know first class. That's how you handle uncertainty. If this changed how you think about agent failures, share it with one person still chasing a confidently wrong agent. Subscribe to AI Tech Book. Next. The memory that survives the long run, building context that doesn't rot.